What was Emperor Constantine's impact on Christianity? Although historians debate whether Constantine was a Christian at all, well, with some labeling him as an unprincipled power seeker and others saying he was at best a pagan, he had a pagan Christianity combination. Constantine's legacy is extremely complicated, but it was dramatic and transformative in often contradictory ways. First, he helped create a system that's a synchronistic society that fused culture with Christianity, which corrupted the church, but also made it possible to reach further. Second, his financial policies towards the church strengthened the ability to serve, but brought many non-Christians into positions of leadership. And third, he helped stomp out heretical branches by centralizing power. So, first, Constantine helped create a synchronistic society that fused Roman culture with Christianity. He did this because he thought he would benefit from doing so. So, this is evident in his conversion. While Constantine supposedly converted in 313, he was not baptized for another 25 years right before his death. It appears he still worshipped a sun god, based on coins he had minted. He also murdered his wife, which was fine for the Roman culture, but it was a big no-no for Christians, as would be in most societies today. He was baptized right before his death, so that he would not sin afterwards. He was buried with relics of saints. He was also at the Council of Nicaea in 325 BC, church authorities shifted the church's traditions from its Jewish roots. Quote, "It appeared an unworthy thing that in the celebration of Easter we should follow the practice of the Jews," unquote, said Eusebius. He also changed the Sabbath to Sunday, which was possibly because of his connection to the sun god idol. In his arch, Constantine took from others' architecture and put it in no Christian imagery. Second, Constantine's financial policies towards the church strengthened its charitable work, brought non-Christians into positions of power and leadership. He brought the church and state as closely together as possible. He kept pagan aspects of the religion, but saw Christianity as the official Roman cult. He gave the church tax exemption, which also allowed for its rapid growth. Churches began in homes of patrons, which inspired more modern church layouts. As Constantine grafted the church onto the state, it began to take on aspects of official buildings. But there were also positives to tax exemption. In the early church, there were no churches. Instead, quote, "For the most part, the churches were dependent on patrons who owned larger houses, providing a place for meeting," unquote, says Everett Ferguson. These financial policies led to more things being owned by the church. And third, Constantine helped stomp out heretical branches of the church by centralizing power. Less heresy led to more stuff getting done in the church. Constantine, quote, enacted a law that their own houses of prayer should be abolished, and that they should meet in the churches and not hold church in private houses or in public places, unquote, said Sussman. This was so as to centralize Christians in the Catholic Church. Doing this actually helped. The two main heresies that diminished were Donatism and Arianism. The original Nicene Creed was made to dispel such heresies and would not have been possible without the centralization of the Church. So, although some historians argue whether Constantine was a Christian or not, at all or not, he still helped made drastic and sometimes contradictory changes to the Church from the synchronistic society he created, his financial policies towards the Church, and his centralization of power of the Church. Thank you.